Hey guys, today we're covering another Dragon Ball character in Chichi and why she's the best wife in Dragon Ball. Stick to the end to find out why. So Chichi, she's married to Goku. She has 2 kids, Gohan and Goten. She has a power level around 130. She's the best wife in Dragon Ball. This is what we're covering. First, Chichi met Goku during the first saga of the series, the Pilaf saga, when Fire Mountain was, on fire. Basically, Goku had to go find her because she got lost, and Yamcha also knocked her out, and she actually didn't have a crush on him because she was interested only in Goku, as Yamcha was trying to sneak around, and that's why they met. Basically, Goku somehow seduced her without seducing her. It was pretty impressive, actually. Eventually, they left and went back to Fire Mountain. And they didn't meet for many years until the 23rd tournament, where after Goku defeated Chichi, they got married. With Chichi being pretty good wife to Goku, allowing him to train a decent amount of the time, with also encouraging him to get a job as a farmer, and try and get a job just to help his family. Next we have Gohan and Goten. Gohan always wanted to be a scholar. It was even in one of the first chapters where he said that he wants to be a scholar without any of Chi-Chi's influence. So that's which a lot of people kind of get wrong with the series. They think that Chi-Chi forced him to be a scholar, but it's not how it worked. So basically, Gohan became a scholar thanks to Chi-Chi, forcing him to study hard, and he was able to complete his dream thanks to Chi-Chi's pressure and studying, which people don't like because he needs to train. Which, yeah, at a certain point, he definitely should have been training, but, especially as an adult. But, Chi-Chi tried to get him to both be smart and strong, which is very good. Plus, when Goten wanted to be a fighter, she trained him and allowed him to unlock Super Saiyan, which everybody else, even Trunks from the present timeline, had a lot of trouble with until Super. Trunks needed to train in the gravity chamber and needed it out of necessity. Meaning Goten also just became a lot stronger thanks to Chi-Chi, which is what a fighter would really need. Later, he kind of is just a chaser for girls and just likes music, and he's just in high school, so we don't really know. But Chi-Chi did a pretty good job raising these 2 boys when they're both aliens, yet they can go to high school, which is pretty impressive. We also have her power level being 130, showing when she's at least able to somewhat fight Goku, who's suppressed for a decent bit. A power level of 130 is pretty impressive when Kid Goku in the forest training only got to a power level of 10, and maybe a little bit of training with Grandpa Gohan. Well, Chi-Chi basically only got to train with the Ox King. Plus, Goku from the 21st tournament trained with Master Roshi, an even higher master than the Ox King in martial arts, and only got to a power level of around 50 to 95. Depending on where you scale Jackie Chun. So basically, Goku and Chi-Chi's potential is just crazy. Of course, then they have a kid. So let's get into the meat and potatoes of this video. Chi-Chi being a good wife. She's a good cook. Goku likes the food, even if some people would say that she's not the best cook in the world, but she's good enough for the family she has. She put in a lot of work to learn how to cook. She literally said in the anime that she doesn't even know how to cook, yet she was able to learn it in only 4 or 5 years, which is pretty impressive. She also helped Gohan study, as I stated before, and was pretty good at disciplining him when the father is supposed to do that, yet she was able to do that and be a good mother still, and still care for her child, allowing for him to become a great scholar, even discovering a new species of ants named Saiya ants, with Super Ant Saiyan. That's one of the weirdest things in Dragon Ball, but Chi-Chi was the reason that Gohan could even discover that, thanks to the strict studying. And I know people are like, whoa, she stopped him from training and getting stronger and being able to defend the world. But no, she didn't. It's not like studying takes up all of your time. You shouldn't study all that time. And Gohan clearly had a decent amount of free time, shown during the 3 years of training, where Gohan was still able to train with Piccolo and Goku, even though he was still studying. So it's not like Chichi was shoving so much work down Gohan's throat. It's just the anime exaggerates it just to make Gohan look more like suffering when it's a lot less than you would think. We also have Chichi training Goten and allowing him to become a better fighter, even unlocking Super Saiyan, which he didn't even want him to do because of the delinquent thing in Japan. But Goten was able to become a Super Saiyan and become a pretty powerful fighter. And if Chichi didn't train Goten, they probably wouldn't have defeated Buu or even been able to hold him off for Gohan to arrive, as Buu would have just killed Gotenks. So Chichi's actually pretty good at raising Goten and making him stronger, even though she's just a regular human with a power level of 130, trying to fight a likely base Saiyan even above Frieza, which is just insane. She also allowed Goku to get a job as a farmer, and encouraged him to do it, and pretty much forced him to help his family. And he's actually a pretty good farmer, as he's able to meet with other companies and make deals, meaning Chichi really pushed Goku to be better as a father to get a job. And we even see him training with Piccolo as a farmer by hitting the cabbages, and Chichi is fine with that. So it's just, again, Chichi's just a great influence on Goku and her kids. She's just pushing them to the next level, which even Android 18 doesn't really do that. She just kind of takes care of Aaron, but it's still pretty impressive. And that's the video, so subscribe if you want to watch more Dragon Ball content. And yeah, that's the video. So